No one can make an intelligent decision without being properly informed. This is why this world wants to control the media. This is why media hype can take you up, take you down. So you don't know anymore who's really good, because the media can make a wicked man look good and make a good man look evil. That is why. Reveal this until the dawn. I can't quit. I'm like Saddam, keeping my eye on Clinton, watching each movie make. Cause every slither he takes sort of reminds me of ivy and poisonous snakes. I feel the pressure, even though his foot ain't. And welcome to the Final Call News Hour. I'm your host, Herman Muhammad. The Final Call News Hour is the partner of the Final Call newspaper and the Final Call online edition that you can visit at www.finalcall.com. The Final Call newspaper is the most widely circulated Black-owned and operated publication not only in this country but in the world. It also serves as the communications organ for the Nation of Islam. The Final Call News Hour is produced by the Ministry of Information under the direction of Brother Corey 2X. The Ministry of Information was born from the Millions More movement, which was launched in October of 2005 in order to bring all of our people together. The overall mission of the Final Call News Hour is to bring an alternative source of news and commentary to our viewers. This is needed because although it is said we live in a free society with freedom of press, all of America's major media, both print and electronic, are owned by 5 major corporations, which we believe amounts to a monopoly on information and media. Now, this evening, we have a very, very special edition of the Final Call News Hour, and we're coming out of volume 28, number 8, which reads, State of Black World Conference 2 declares, Black America, unite and do for self. Activists and scholars chart course for the 21st century. And a very, very powerful edition of the Final Call newspaper, and I encourage all of you to pick it up. Now, like I said, this is a very, very special edition of the Final Call News Hour because we have a very, very special guest. Those of you in Denver who've been around for any amount of time will know our guest this evening. He's a brother who's near and dear to my heart. A brother who I've known for close to 20 years now. He's an activist, a community organizer, a businessman. He owns Brother Jeff's Cultural Center and Cafe. He has an HIV initiative called Brother Jeff's Community Health Initiative. I want to welcome Brother Jeff to the program.
Brother Herman, thank you for having me here. It's a pleasure, and I'm just a great admirer of all the work that you do and the activities that you continue to promote within the community because they have a far-reaching impact, and so it's just great to be here with you.
Yes, sir. Good to have you, brother, again. Now, the first piece we want to deal with this evening, Brother Jeff, and we're going to jump right into it, is just a couple weeks ago, not this past Sunday, but the Sunday before that, in the city of New Orleans, there was a State of the Black World Conference that was held, and we had many of our great scholars, leaders, teachers, activists who really charted a course for the 21st century. On the cover of this Final Call, we have Dr. Ron Daniels, Minister Farrakhan, Haki Madhubuti, Dr. Leonard Jeffries, Maulana Karenga, and others. This particular story appears on page 3 of this edition of the Final Call, and it reads, State of the Black World, Accepting Our Responsibility. And it was written by the assistant editor of the Final Call, Brother Ashad Muhammad, who's a brilliant brother, a brilliant writer. We're going to jump right in. Mm-hmm. Now it says, well, before we do that, just a little background question, because we just witnessed the historic election of Senator Barack Obama. And so my opening question is, what did that mean to you? And did you ever think we would witness such an event?
Well, I never considered that we would actually have an African-American, Black, Negro, colored president of these United States.
Right.
And I certainly didn't think it would happen in my lifetime.
Right.
The question is, why now? What is it about the time that we're in today that would create an environment to where people from all backgrounds and party affiliations and economic situations would come together and back an African American to lead America out of an economic ditch, out of a system of want? We're looking at the collapse of financial systems.
Right.
We're looking at a broken healthcare system. We're looking at a dysfunctional educational system.
Right.
We're looking at major corporations and industries going under and in despair. Every day you see another group coming to Congress with hat in hand or cup in hand. And in the midst of all of this, they find a black man.
Right.
A qualified black man.
True indeed.
Who comes with hope, who comes with a vision, and may be a mercy to America. It says to me that we're in an incredible time, we're in an incredible space, and for this brother to lead America into the direction that it's going says a lot. It says a lot to us as a people. It says a lot about this country. What it says to our community is that now you have more choices in front of you. You can be 50 Cent. You can be Snoop Doggy Dogg, which is okay.
Right.
You can glorify gangs, drugs, and prison.
Right.
Or you can be a president.
Right.
To me, the gauntlet has been cast.
Right.
The choice is yours. That's what that says to me about our community. We can do for self.
Yes, sir.
But the choice is ultimately yours.
Yes, sir. Man, you made some beautiful and powerful points. And it leads me right to my next question, because you said something in that Barack Obama is a mercy. And Minister Farrakhan in the article alluded to the exact same thing and I'm going to go ahead and quote him so I don't misquote him. It said, "This is why I see Barack Obama as a mercy from God to the United States of America and the troubled world." Now, why do you think that he is, or how should I phrase the question? How is he a mercy to the United States of America?
Well, I don't know where your listeners or your viewers, their point of view, but we can talk about Barack on many different levels.
Right.
First of all, Barack, the word in itself, means mercy. The meaning of this brother's name is mercy.
Right.
But when we talk about leadership, who ultimately appoints leaders? For those who are scripturally interested or studious, where would we find Barack in Scripture? We know that through the studies of the Quran, that you have 25,000 years of history between the covers of that book. So within that 25,000 year cycle, where would you find Barack? Where would you find America? Who are you? Who am I? If we want to talk about patterns, I do know that there was a brother named Joseph who had a coat of many colors.
Right.
Now, far be it from me to interpret Scripture, but I would say someone who has many colors can appeal to many people, can appeal to white people, can appeal to black people, can appeal to brown people, can appeal to red people, can appeal to yellow people. Why? Because there is a coat of many colors. I do know that Joseph's brothers sold him.
Right. True.
And if you study the history of this brother, you will find that regardless of his father's background and his mother's background, he can relate to